Hello, ladies and gents. Welcome to Smack It to the Mat Day 1 results. And then I'll do a predictions video for 2022 here after this. I'll try to keep this brief. Hopefully, you guys can hear me okay. Hopefully, I don't have any issues, but whatever. So, anyways, let's just kick off the show. So, Day 1 was yesterday, starting the new year off right, or so to speak. To start the show, on the kickoff show, they came out and said that Roman Reigns could not defend his title against Brock because he had COVID. So he has now been put into the main event of the WWE Championship match, which saw Seth Rollins versus Kevin Owens versus Bobby Lashley versus Big E, who was the champion, versus Brock Lesnar. Now, spoiler alert, I already said who was the champion, so there was a new champion crowned. Most of you already know who that is. So, anyways, I'll just kick off on the pre-show. We had Sheamus and Rich Holland take on Cesaro and Ricochet. The storyline there is Sheamus and Rich Holland have been going back and forth with Cesaro for the past couple weeks. So, take it what you will. It was a pretty good match. Ricochet and the New Day both came out with some Tekken-inspired gear that looked really cool. Ricochet came out. First, we thought it was Harlem Heat kind of gear because it had the flames on it, but it was Kazuya from Tekken, so that was cool. During the mid-match, Cesaro and Ricochet do a double team move where Cesaro flips Ricochet onto Rich Holland, and his knee caught Rich Holland right on the nose. His knee or his foot, so he's pretty sure he has a broken nose. They took him to the back, so Sheamus basically loses now in a handicap match, Sheamus versus Cesaro and Ricochet. Still a pretty good match overall. Cesaro and Sheamus, man, they just put on a clinic in my opinion. Ricochet, best high flyer in the game right now in all honesty. So, towards the end of the match, Sheamus took Ricochet and hit white noise to him outside the ring so he wouldn't get back into the ring. And then Cesaro, I think, went for something. I was in the middle of playing my Metroid game at the same time, so forgive me. But he went for a move. Sheamus blocked it and then hit him with the bro kick and got the win. So, like I said, overall it's a good match. Like I said, I like Sheamus and Rich Holland. I've always liked Sheamus. Digging Ricochet. Thought he was always been cool. I mean, if the cruiserweight division was something good, definitely put him in there. Like I said, in my opinion, he's the best high flyer in the game right now. So, fight me, lol. Anyways, then they do all their recaps during the kickoff show. Keep letting us know about Brock Lesnar joining the WWE title match. And then, to start the show, we had the New Day taking on the Usos for the Tag Team Championships for SmackDown Tag Team. So, entrances, they come out, they do their thing. And how I said, New Day and Ricochet both had Tekken-inspired gear. King Woods, he came out dressed with some King from Tekken gear on, which King's my favorite. He's my favorite Tekken guy. I haven't done any Tekken games in a while. I have Tekken 7 on my PC and on my Xbox, so I might do some Tekken gameplay later. Who knows? We'll see how things are looking for me. But and then Kofi came out dressed like Brian Fury. Usos came out wearing their usual get up. I apologize. I got a cold, so I'm a little stuffed up and stuff. But the finish of the match saw the Usos take Woods outside the ring and basically destroy him a little bit. They get in the ring, they work over Kofi, they do their double splash on him, get the pin. 1, 2, Woods breaks up the pin. Cool. Match goes on for about 5 more minutes. Can't remember who ate the pin on this one. I think it might have been Xavier Woods. Let's see here. One sec. Yeah, okay. So it was Kofi. So Jay and Kofi were going at it, hitting a bunch of elbows and punches and stuff. I think one of them went for a clothesline. Kofi ducked it, rolled him up, got a 2 count. As Jay was getting back up, Jimmy hit the blind tag. What they pushed him off, and then Kofi came running at him, hit him with old school, hit him with the death, the Dudley, the deadly, the Dudley Death Drop, aka the 3D, which Pat McAfee during the replay decided to call it a 1D for the victory. But you can't call it a 1D, it's a 3D. I mean, you can call it whatever the hell you want, I guess, but it's a 3D. Shout out to the Dudley boys. I thought it was cool. They hit the 3D. Bully, Devon, whatever you guys doing, go teach those boys how to do it correctly, just to be on the safe side. Because it looked a little iffy. I mean, nobody can hit it better than the Dudley boys, though. So, or me and my cousin when we mess around with our other cousins and have a good time. So, anywho, that was match number 1 to start off the show. Your next bout saw Madcap Moss taking on Drew McIntyre. Don't really think I need to tell you guys who won that match. It was a 5-minute match, but yeah, Corbin at ringside just kind of having fun, poking here and there, setting up a good story for Corbin and Drew to work together, and they would. It would be a big deal, but in the end, Madcap suffers the fate they all suffer. The deadly Claymore kick. And then they go to a commercial, I think, for some reason, and then they come back. They were talking to Drew backstage. He's kind of just saying he was going to that he won, he's proud of his victory, Madcap actually put up a good fight, blah blah blah, and then out of nowhere Madcap and Baron Corbin beat him up, had weapons, took him out. It was later noted today that Drew is going to be taking some time off with a neck injury, so hopefully it's nothing too bad. Maybe he can be back for the Rumble, but I'll come to that later when I do my predictions for 2022, because I have some good Royal Rumble predictions that I think could work for WrestleMania. So with that being said, too, like I said, Drew won the match. And then we're gonna move over to the Raw side of things for RK Bro taking on the Street Profits. Their special musical guest people were at ringside, whoever the hell they are. And so it was a pretty good match. Ford, he's crazy as all get out. Like, if he was singles, put him with Ricochet, or have Ricochet train him some high flying stuff. Sorry, because if you have Montez, dude's athletic as hell, and he's small, he's agile. But if he was single, man, he would be top contender for High Flyer of the Year. So, with that being said, the end of the match saw Randy Orton hit an RKO on one of them and got the victory. I was hoping Street Profits would have gone, but both these teams are face right now, and I think what they're doing is they're building Gable and Otis to take these titles off of them, so somebody can win them at them from the Rumble. Not the Rumble, Mania. Let Otis and Gable have them for a good couple months, because I think that would be cool. I like Otis. I've always liked Gable. I thought they were really cool. Like with Otis with Heavy Machinery, I thought he was cool too. But it's whatever. It's working for him. Gable is a Olympic style wrestler like Kurt Angle was, so he can do the mat based stuff and do a little, and then you have Otis to do the heavy lifting in a way. So yeah, like I said, Orton and Matt Riddle won that. After the match, the rapper group known as Migos, or Migos, whatever they're called. Sorry if I butchered that name. I don't really know who they are, or care for that matter. So, they came into the ring to shake Riddle and Randy's hands, and then they, Riddle, Orton, and the Profits showed respect towards each other. So that was pretty cool. Other than Brock Lesnar and Roman getting scrapped for the card, AJ and Omos got scrapped, and Shinsuke versus Sami Zayn for the IC title got scrapped due to COVID-19 stuff going on. I don't know if those guys had COVID. I think they were with somebody who had it, so they had to at least be safe for 5 days. So if anything, you can have Shinsuke and Sammy fight this Friday on SmackDown for that title. They might give it to Sammy, who knows. And then the next match, do the hype match for Edge versus The Miz. Show The Miz all the video packages and stuff. And let's be fair, The Miz, as much as a heel as he is, he's really underrated. Like, you guys can chew me out for that, blow up my comments, I don't care. He's truly underrated. I mean, yeah, he's an annoying, arrogant jackass, or as CM Punk said, he's to MJF, he's a less famous Miz, which I like MJF too. I think they're like, the comparisons between those two guys are perfect. They're both giant assholes. They both do what they want, so to speak. Miz is more, I think Miz is more of the I know what I'm doing kind of guy, where MJF is still getting his bearings. I mean, Miz has been in the company for over 10 years, and I'm pretty sure Vince can be like, hey, Miz, I need you to put so-and-so over or do this or that. And he's not going to care. I mean, he's got Maurice, he's got 2 TV shows, you know. He's just good overall. I mean, I heard he's a cool guy too. Like, if you were to meet him, he's actually pretty legit. And if you watch Miz and the Miz's, it's actually pretty funny. So, this match was really good. Maurice was at ringside, which, if you've been paying attention to the storyline, you knew at some point down the line, either here or at the Rumble or at Mania, they were planning on Edge and Beth versus Miz and Maurice. So towards the end of the match, we saw The Miz hit Edge, and he rolls over to the bottom of the bottom rope. I don't know exactly what move Miz hit him. I was making something to eat, so Edge was under the bottom rope towards the out of the ring area, and Maurice just whacked him with a purse. I thought she whacked him with the shoe, but apparently she had some bag she whacked him in the head with. He got up, kind of wobbled off. Miz sets up and hits him with the Skull Crusher finale, and went for a quick pin. Man, it was a good count by the ref, because it was like 2 3/8, man. Kicked out. Edge kicked out, and Miz couldn't believe it, and then Miz was setting up for another one, and then camera shows the ramp, and there's Beth Phoenix looking like a fucking biker chick, honestly. She was looking good, but looked like a biker chick in my opinion. But standing there, just kind of like, just fuming, just dead eyes, like, you know, I'm gonna go fuck this bitch up. And yeah, next thing you know, her music starts playing. She just casually, reminds me of fucking Undertaker's walk, just didn't run, just marches down to the ring, chased Maurice around the ring. Maurice ran up to the ramp. She turned around. Miz is in the one corner. I don't have my ring. Miz is in the one corner, and he's just sitting there bitching at her, like said something, and it's hard to tell, but as Miz is distracted, Edge is at the other corner, setting up for you know what. I know what it was. Miz goes running, boom, spear, 1, 2, 3, match is over. So Beth didn't get involved, which means you're going to set something up on Monday, probably for the Rumble. I mean, Edge is good in long feuds. Like, you can have Edge and The Miz do this feud for, you could have it accumulate at Mania. I think it'd be cool. So, that was the Edge Miz fight. Next up was Becky and Liv, and God, I'm sorry, I know a lot of people hate this heel Becky. I'm loving it. Liv put on a good show. Becky put on a hell of a show. This was a really good match. Honestly, better than the one they had on Raw a few weeks ago. The ending saw Becky hit manhandle slam, is what they call it. It's the rock bottom. I don't care. That's my gripe for that move. it is an Iranagi with a little, so the rock bottom, he goes down with her. She does not. Becky Lynch does not go down with him. But if you're going to call a move the manhandle slam, she's got to do it like the Riptide. It's a pump handle slam. Manhandle slam, pump handle slam. Makes sense. Anywho, Becky won the match, so there probably leads something to do. Hopefully, which I will let you guys know about this on my predictions video, is hopefully I want it to be, there's two people who I can see take this title off of her, and those are Asuka, because we haven't seen her in almost a year, and Bayley. We knew Bayley was out with an injury, and who out of the four horsewomen have not fought each other at all yet? You've had Sasha versus Becky versus Charlotte. You've had those three fight each other multiple times. And then you throw Bayley in there. Bayley's fought in Charlotte, and then Bayley's fought Banks. Bayley has not fought Becky yet. I'd be okay with that. I like both those. So, anywho, like you said, it was a good match. Probably could have went just a little bit shorter, but I thought it was a really good match. And then we're on to the main event of the evening, which we have Brock Lesnar taking on Big E, who's the champion, Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, and Bobby Lashley in a fatal 5-way match, which means no disqualifications, no count out, one pinfall or submission to win the match. I want to say the match wasn't that, it didn't feel like it was that long, but I was putting my kids to bed, so my kid wouldn't go to bed, so it probably was a lot longer than I remember. I could swear it might have been about a 20-minute match. I don't know. All I know is when the match, like right before the bell, or as the bell rang, everybody jumped on Lesnar. They all worked him over. Bobby spears him through the barrier. Kevin Owens and Seth pick up the stairs and take him out as Lesnar was getting up. And then they take the stairs over to the announcer's table, setting up for either a double powerbomb or a double suplex. I think it might have been a double suplex. That's what they were shooting for. So, and then Bobby broke out of that, and he was about to hit. He could have hit the Dominator on him. It would have been nice. But he went to do a move. Big E came up, broke that up, and then hit Uranagi to Bobby Lashley through the table. Lashley's been out of the match for a while. And then Seth came in, or Kevin Owens is working over Big E. They get in the ring. Kevin hits a pop-up powerbomb for a 2 count, and then hits another move. Big E's down. Kevin hits the Swanton. Big E got his knees up, but as Kevin's rolling out of the way, Seth comes flying in at the other angle with a splash, gets a 2 count, and Big E and Seth going back and forth, throwing some elbow strikes. Seth sets up for the stomp, and Lesnar comes in, catches him for an F5, and then Kevin Owens comes in to try to hit a stunner, catches Brock catches him for an F5. Big E, sorry I keep messing up those names. Big E comes in to gets him up for a big ending. Oh, wait. Nope, sorry, messed up a little bit. Kevin Owens gets F5. After Kevin gets F5, Lashley hits a spear on Lesnar for a 2 count, then gets Lesnar up and puts him in the hurt lock. If I remember correctly, Big E comes in, breaks that up, sets Lashley up for the big ending. Lashley slips out of that. Big E, I forgot what happens here, but Big E out of picture. Lesnar hits Lashley with the F5. Lashley rolls out of the ring. Big E sets Lesnar up for the big ending. As he gets him up, Lesnar slips out, hits the F5. 1, 2, 3, it's over. So, I'm not mad. Lesnar won. I mean, I am, but I'm not. Main reason I'm mad this happened is Big E was doing a hell of a job as champ. He had a good run. He's had it since September, so a good 3-4 month run. But now you can, with Big E losing, this can lead Big E into either getting his rematch or B, doing something in the Rumble, which would be cool. Now, at the end of the match, you see Bobby and MVP at ringside, and there's just probably a lot of emotions going on, but some people said looked like Lashley wanted to cry. And he might have, because he finally got his, even though it was a five-man match, he finally got his shot with Lesnar, and that's what he's been wanting since he was the champion back in February. So, and Lesnar's holding the belt, laughing. So there's multiple story beats, angles you can go on here. I'm not going to get into all that right now, but there is my day one results for you lovely folks who care to watch my channel. Anyways, I do appreciate you hanging out with me for a quick minute. Go ahead and like if you guys enjoyed the show. Awesome. If you didn't, awesome. Tell me your thoughts on what it was in the comments, man. I'll definitely get back to you and mention it in my predictions video, or later on down the road. We'll see what happens. But with that being said, I'm going to try to get back to posting more stuff throughout the weeks. You know, it's kind of hard to do with 3 kids and a full-time job. So, but anywho, thanks for watching, guys. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. You know, I'll keep some content coming your way. And again, my name is Matt. This is Smack to the Mat. We hope you had a good time, and I will see you guys later. Good fight. Good night.